Good morning. My name is Karan Kanodia, and this is Cameron Jacox, and we're the founders of Inforce Pro. So I'd like to start with an anecdote. Recently, one of the largest banks in North America was taken to court because they missed a critical pricing change alert on one of their life insurance policies. That policyholder was not in good health and could not get a new policy, and the bank was sued. That bank has over 200,000 policies under management, and most of them have some moving part that is similar to the policy that had this issue. In fact, 69% of all life insurance policies have not been reviewed in the last 5 years. 80% of them have some moving part that requires constant management, and 20% of them are at risk of lapsing in the next 3 to 5 years. 40% of all life insurance policies don't have a financial advisor looking at them actively. In industry jargon, that's called an orphan. So with Inforce Pro, we're here to introduce a new revenue stream and a risk mitigation technology that will help you manage the world's largest unmanaged financial asset today, the $2.6 trillion global premiums of life insurance. So what is Inforce Pro? Inforce Pro is a piece of technology that sits on top of a book of life insurance business and constantly identifies upsell and cross-sell opportunities, risk mitigation opportunities, while tracking performance and staying on top of all the contractual provisions that are part of the contract. It also has insights about propensity to buy based on zip codes, health status, benefit amount, and other data points. But enough talk. Let's see it.
The bank in that example is now using Inforce Pro to monitor over 200,000 Inforce policies. So today, when they log into their Inforce Pro dashboard, what they see is a prioritized list of any policy performance issues, any policy contractual options. And again, the life industry has become extremely complex. Policies are now tied to the marketplace, they're tied to interest rates, and so they require the same type of monitoring that an investment portfolio does, but they're not getting it. Inforce Pro is that financial advisor for the life policies that are orphaned. If we take a look at an example, this is a policy that was automatically generated for a viewing by the policyholder. This is a MetLife Universal Life policy. And what the software is going to tell us right away is it's going to look at an illustration, which is a projection of future values, to tell us whether this policy is going to perform as the client needs. And in this case, we can see that the death benefit goes to 0 at a certain point, which means that something needs to happen. We need to fix this policy. So the software, just like a good financial advisor, will lay out a couple of suggestions. One, it will look at a funding review. It will say, here's how much additional premium we need to add to keep this policy in force, to keep this bank out of court, and to keep the client protected. The second thing it will do is it will run thousands of product quotes across every carrier in the market to see if there is a better product out there that can guarantee rather than having these variances that have led to this issue. The report itself is customizable by the user according to which companies they want to do business with and how they want to lay things out. If we scroll through the dashboard, we continue to see different trigger types under the Why Act column. I'll pull up a conversion expiration, which is exactly the issue that this bank had. This report, again ironically with MetLife, will go through a series of options, including repricing the current term policy. The software will actually do this every single day and see if there's better priced options on the market, because the markets in this industry are becoming increasingly competitive from a cost standpoint. The second thing it will do is look at the actual option that's available. In this option, it's able to levelize the premium so it stops increasing every year. It will look at concepts that a good financial advisor would suggest, like what's the cost if the client waits to take this option or waits to take advantage of this. And then it will go through a full needs analysis, asking the client whether they still have the same amount of coverage, whether they've had any children, whether their income has changed, and all the different things that are required to follow the client after they've purchased the policy. So this dashboard for that bank and for over 1,000 other distribution companies becomes a one-stop shop to provide the financial advice that their clients expect, whether it's monitoring policies per performance in the marketplace are monitoring tens of thousands of contractual provisions and moving parts in life policies for the first time. And what it does is it reduces dramatically the compliance responsibilities while measurably increasing sales from existing clients.
So what are companies really seeing in terms of numbers? We've worked with over 1,000 distribution companies, and some of the numbers that we're seeing across the board are 3 new additional insurance applications per agent per month, 15% increase in death benefit, 7% increase in premiums across the board, highly engaged clients compared to what they were earlier, and which leads to more referrals, higher retention. And yeah, if you want to learn how we can help you guys with the same, then come check us out at our booth. Thank you.